Hi, Dot Sisters and our friends across the globe. This is Shannon Crotty, founder and CEO of Polka Dot Powerhouse. Today, I'm here with another fabulous Decade Dot interview with the one and only, so loved in our community. You can't walk a foot without hearing her name. It's the one and only Sarah Stokes. Sarah, thanks so much for spending some time today.
Thank you so much, Shannon. How fun is this that we get to celebrate? It's like 11 years now already at the time of this recording.
Yeah,
Crazy, but amazing.
yeah. Crazy but amazing. And actually, Polka Dot will celebrate 13 years this summer.
Wow. Well, then I'm closer to 13 than. Oh, whoa. What?
Time is moving fast, right?
Okay.
We had some sparkly shirt made at 10 and I'm still wearing that. So like my brain sometimes says, wait, how?
Yeah. Whoa. Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah. It's closer to that then.
this is all of us. This is what it means to get older, right? But
Yeah.
like you wouldn't know that, I would know that. But even sometimes I have to remind myself, yes, this year's gonna be 13 years. It's just
13.
phenomenal. But Sarah, there's many layers here, but Sarah is one of the OGs. Sarah was one, a very early on dot. Obviously, she's had 10 years. She's beyond 10 years. She was one of the OGs. So, Sarah, but before we start, I know most people who are going to watch this know you. How can they not? But some will not. So,
Yeah.
more about you, what you're passionate about, and something that recently happened that's super, super exciting.
Oh, sure. Okay, thank you. So I'm Sarah Stokes. I am a business coach and I am really good at helping recovering people pleasers, overgivers, the neurospicy, neuromagical visionaries out there. And I developed that over many years of running and growing businesses of my own and realizing like there's no business coach that's like me. So I always build what I wish I had. And so I have a company called The Juicy Good Life, and that's my North Star. I want us all to have a juicy good life. And I get to lead myself to that every single decision, every single day. But that's what I do in the world, who I am in the world, nature geek, mom of two. I've got kids in middle school now. And when Shannon and I first met, they were babies or maybe not even here yet. They were not even here yet. Because we had like baby shower vibes going on way back when you had the magazine. So we've gone so far back and now they're in middle school and I get to be a mom of these two incredible humans and just their cheerleading squad. Um, yeah, been married to my husband forever and and what else am I? I am just a lover of people and stories and that's probably why Polka Dot and I are like in it to win it because I love meeting other humans and learning about them and seeing them create things and hearing their dreams and clapping and cheering as loud as I can as they go. Yeah.
I was telling Sarah before this interview started that, just recently, I mean, Sarah again is a pillar in our community, but just recently this popcorn of Sarah Stokes. But because I think one of the reasons is something recently really cool happened, right?
Thank you. It's so new I forget to say it and also it's squirmy, which is the point, right? So I just completed my first book called Worth the Squirm: How Our Business Helps Us Heal. And thank you for reminding me. It is super fresh. And so I forget. I forget to claim that. And also, I think my biggest thing is like, yes, great, great to get it done and out into the world. But my hope is that it's out there doing its thing and helping other business women like see their business in a new way and help it like be a partner along the way. A front porch best friend vibe is what I try and bring. So yeah, thank you.
Yes,
It's
it
very
is
exciting.
so exciting. We'll put in the description where they can find that as well and where they can find you. We'll talk about that later. But it's so exciting. The cover of that, you guys see, you're gonna go look. The cover is so fun and very joyful. That's what I felt from it was a lot
Oh,
of
good.
joy went into that. And so very exciting. That's a huge accomplishment. So thank you. So we will put in the description where you can find Sarah's book. I
Cool.
I think of you. There's so many layers. They're all good, Sarah. But I think of you for so many layers, and we didn't mention talking about this, but number one, if you are a dot sister watching this and you ever hear our story about how the I was gonna just keep it in Eau Claire. Yep, that feels safe to me. And because I don't have the bandwidth, because I have the magazine, and granted, this isn't Sarah's what she does anymore. But Sarah, if you heard, remember me saying about the dot sister, I usually say Sarah's name, but you may not have put two and two together. Sarah is the one who purchased the magazine for me that like catapulted us into spreading out. So Sarah, I have like a lot to thank you for, but if you're a dot sister, this is the Sarah I speak of when I say Sarah bought the magazine, which all of a sudden put me in a position to expand, even though like I was hesitant, but just that simple act, which wasn't simple, right? It's a big deal, but the act of someone taking the magazine and making it great, taking it off my hands, freed us up to make Polka Dot a worldwide community.
Yeah. It's such a fun story to tell, though, to new dots. I'm like, if you ever hear Shannon talk about her magazine. So I needed to get out of TV because I had babies at home. And it was like divine, divine,
Absolutely.
divine,
Yeah.
totally divine. And you taking Polka Dot and like turning it into this magical experience for all of us it's the best gift ever. So thank you too.
Yeah, but thank you because like I like to think with things that you would eventually found the long way and a lot more lessons you had to learn and stuff. But like that was that you purchasing the magazine was the fast pass to, okay, I guess we're expanding. So
Yeah.
I wanted to take the opportunity to say thank you because that, and at the time, I think actually I was part nauseous, part resistant, part whatever. Like I didn't even want to, but I knew I told everybody, no, I can't. I can't spread out. We can't because I don't have the bandwidth because of the magazine. So as soon as the magazine sold, they were all like, oh, that's gone now. Let's go. And I'm like, well, okay, I guess I said it. I was kicking and screaming inside, but it really looking back, you know how always it may not look make sense now, but looking back, you'll see how it was connecting the dots. I can see that that action step was literally like lighting that match.
Yes. And same for me.
Yeah.
Same for me. Like, holy launch pad for both of us. And what a gift. And what an adventure ever since.
So much adventure, right? So much adventure.
Yep.
So tell me, because okay, so we had the magazine, we launched Polka Dot out of it. At the time we launched Polka Dot, oh, there we go.
Yep.
I still had the magazine, but shortly thereafter we launched Polka Dot. So I think we launched Polka Dot in 12, and you purchased magazine in 13.
13. Yep.
That's when we started to spread out. And 14 was we launched like 20 chapters. So tell me,
Whoa.
because you didn't have to, right? Like there was nothing saying you had to join Polka Dot.
Mhm.
What was it about Polka Dot that made you want to join? And I know you're not in leadership anymore because we all go through seasons and stuff, but very quickly you're in leadership. So what
Yep.
made the community beyond, hey, I just bought this magazine from this lady, I suppose, but what made the community appealing to you?
Oh, well, what didn't? First of all, in TV news, I moved around the country forever. I had a weird work schedule. So I know you're talking about creating friendships in adulthood. Polka Dot, I didn't know it yet, but would create the friendships that I never created in 20 years in TV newsrooms. Yeah, you got your coworkers, but that's it. Not like humans that are your soul people.
Right.
And so we had like opportunity for friendship. I was a journalist now in need of a magazine full of stories. And so every polka dot meeting was new stories, new women I could meet and tell their story and profile or invite them to write for it. And
Right.
it was like the best garden to grow all of this beautiful like storytelling that I needed to grow. And then I had no idea the friendships that would come. I had no idea the business growth, the personal growth that would come from it. And I soon became like the biggest, like, shall we say, like recruiter of polka dot. I still am absolute. Like I don't meet a new businesswoman who I don't tell about polka dot because it's literally that fertile ground where you can grow anything you want,
Yeah.
anything you want. And I have grown so much and met the best humans. But at the time, I had no idea. I just knew that I wanted to be a part of it. I knew that I had never been in a environment where there's all these people who want the same things from life, not exactly the same, but we're all rowing in the same direction. We
Right.
want each other to win. We're here to grow something, if it's ourselves or our companies. And it just spiraled in the best way from there. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I had no idea what I was getting into in 2014. I think I was like on the DL in it at the end of 13, but I wasn't really like at chapter meetings until 2014 right away. But oh, I still remember going to the new chapters and being like so excited for them. Like they have no idea what's coming and it's going to be the best surprise ever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And I love that. Some of the best victory stories start with, I didn't know what I was doing or I didn't know what I was getting into, right? Like that's like a common theme you hear about looking back. I didn't know what I was doing or I didn't know what I was getting into it. I just knew I wanted to jump and to see where it would go. So that was this summer. That'll be 13 years. One thing I just said on an interview I did earlier today is one thing I love about Polka Dot. And, I don't know over time it's really evolved as far as my vision for it. Is that, we have groups. Oh, okay, I got a mom's group, I got a college group, I got the work friends, I got whatever. And to me, as a very easily distracted person, that is a lot of energy trying to figure out, okay, and so for this group, how am I supposed to show up and what am I supposed to do or whatever. I love that Polka Dot is, a community that can stay with you your whole life and you can utilize it in different ways depending on where you are in life. Like we have members that are 18 and we have members that are 88 and they're
Mm,
all doing different things. And so, okay, you started the way you started. It's 13 years later, almost 13 years later. How do you think it's changed how you utilize it or how you see yourself in the community?
I'm gonna cry. um, it just there's no way to describe it except that it is part of my beating heart now. I love these beautiful humans that come into Polka Dot. I don't have to know you to be happy and excited for you.
Right.
Um, like it, I feel like everything I'm going to say is going to sound cliche. So I'm just going to let myself sound cliche. Um, our village, our, uh, our teammates, it's just so beautiful. It really is. Um, it's like a growing family that you're so excited to see who comes to the reunion at the meeting or who I get to meet around the world. Um, it really is. I think the least cheesy thing I could say is it's a village. It's a village for literally every part of you. Every part of you if you want it to be.
Yeah.
It's not required, but it can be.
I,
Yeah.
yeah, I mentioned this on another interview too, but and I know you're going to get this because I very much think this is what you do too in your own way, in your way. I saw a Facebook post and I shared it, and it said, "My love language is creating a space for you to put your armor down."
Yep. That's it. You have done that. You
Yeah,
have.
and you do that with your coaching because I
Mhm.
there are a lot of tremendous business coaches, but in some ways, I want you to remind me of how you describe your business coaching because it's a bit different.
Mm-hmm.
Every business coach is a bit different, right? But
Yeah,
yours is I want to say it's more soulful than maybe a traditional business coaching, correct? Am I accurate on that?
you are. Yeah. So I like to say whole person coaching. No part of you is left out. The part of you that's coming fresh out of therapy, with something raw going on,
Right.
absolutely soulful. Absolutely. There's nothing off limits and it's not prescriptive. It's meeting like your soul where it's at and um to help people understand it's like business joy is the result and profits follow joy. But we've got so much going on. We are so much more than our companies. We are so much more than our, bio on LinkedIn. And I want all of it to be welcome when I'm working with you. So yeah, and Polka Dot 2 is like a place where people can set their armor down, and it's a beautiful thing to watch. It really is. But when it happens, lives are changed.
Yeah,
It's beautiful. Yeah.
absolutely. And a lot of times, and I know this is true for me, I don't know if this it's probably not true for you, right? But I started Polka Dot because that was my Achilles heel. Like I was the worst connector. I didn't even understand how people made relationship. I didn't understand connecting. I hope they wouldn't figured out that the person who owned a connection community also was a bad connector. And over time, I was taught how to do that. I was taught so I can kind of come from it from a standpoint of someone who has totally got that armor up and needs a place to put it down. But so many of us in our businesses are have created those businesses because that's what we needed to.
100% wrote the whole book on it. Like your business helped you heal, helped
Right.
you, how, whatever word you want to use, helped you move through that challenge. And same with all of mine. I'm like, whoa, I
Yeah.
have a company called The Juicy Good Life. The life I was leading before was the do it right life, get the gold star life, get it right life. And now I'm like, oh, Juicy Good Life is a big, tall order for this lady
Yeah.
to want to be judgment proof. Okay, Juicy Good Life is going to be highly judgeable.
Right.
And that called me up to what is my Achilles heel is to feel not bulletproof. There's my armor, right? If I'm judgment proof, then I'm okay. Well, my Juicy Good Life is like, girl, you're going to work 2 days a week. You're going to be a different kind of business coach. You're going to be on the dock in your pajamas at all hours if possible. And people are going to have thoughts about that.
Yeah.
But that's my Juicy Good Life, you know? So
Right.
I hear you. I hear you. I do believe our businesses are divinely sent to help us heal.
Absolutely. And I think this is a good reflection of what lives in Polka Dot is no, we're not looking to change anybody. We're not looking to fix you. You don't need to be fixed, but we all are trying to get somewhere. We're all trying to develop, certain habits that we want to do better or reach a goal or accomplish something or, you know, the pure act of connection. And Polka Dot is filled with women who are action forward, but are not afraid to let you see us with our armor down.
What a gift. What a gift. It really is.
Takes a lot of, at least for me, it takes a lot of stress off to know that they don't expect, because again, I'm an ambivert. People expect the polka dot founder to people all day. Well, I just can't do it. I love people, but I get peopled out very easily. And the fact that the founder is an ambivert and needs day like the way we schedule my days, like it's long meeting days and then a day to decompress and long meeting days and day can decompress. And so it's like if a had connector in the past and ambivert can be the leader of a connection company, you can do whatever you want, right? Like
Sure
you
can. We get to design this. It's so cool.
know,
But
we're the architects here. Yep.
yep, but there's a lot of discomfort in giving ourselves that gift. You now know
Yeah.
you need downtime.
Yeah.
And I know I need pajama time.
Right.
And yeah. Oh, so good. So good,
Is
Shannon.
there one memory in polka dot that like stands? I know you
Mm,
have a lot of them, but is
I
there?
do. I think you got to go back to the best gift of my whole life came. So at our meetings, Denise Bender draws for a Lunch Connect winner. And it was on the heels of a wonderful talk from a lady named Deanna Zerwanka. And she was talking to us about how we can manifest things in our lives. That was like my first intro to, oh, I can manifest stuff. So I manifested winning the Lunch Connect with this lady who came in brand new to Polka Dot. She was our guest that day. Her name was Rochelle Guzzi. And we won the Lunch Connect. And she became my best friend. My best friend
I
from
love.
a Lunch Connect. And I can't tell you how many times my life has been blessed because of that moment. I don't know if I would have ever met her before. That's the gift of Polka Dot. We meet people we never would have encountered, and
Yeah.
they can be soul sisters, and you don't even see them coming,
Right.
or help you in a part of your business, or just witness you in a hard time of your life. Like, what a gift. So I would be remiss if I didn't declare it was meeting my best friend, who she's like, you picked me? And she was like timid about like going to a networking group or what, connection group.
Right.
And I'm like, yeah, I think you're freaking awesome. Let's go to lunch. And she was so like, it was a gift. It was divine. And
I
so
love it.
who knew? Who knew?
I love that. I love it. And so I was going to ask you next what you would tell someone who has been watching this polka dot stuff, but is I'm not sure, maybe not commenting or liking, but just watching. You kind of
Mm.
said it there though, right? Like you don't know. Go ahead and say like what would you say to someone that isn't really sure who we are, what we are, if they should join?
So I do hear a lot when I listen to people tell their dot stories. It's like they're just nervous because we're all normal humans who are doing new things. I
Right.
would say literally anything and everything you want can be helped by this one decision. Like you can create incredible businesses here in this group with women cheering you on. You can meet your best friend. You
Right.
can find your accountability buddy. You can be inspired. You can be sad with someone. Literally anything and everything you want is on the other side of this one choice.
Love it.
And to not make it so high stakes, to come in and be held and see where it takes you.
I love it. I love it. Perfect. Sarah, thanks for this time today. I want to make sure that people, and we're going to put it in the description, but maybe you can tell people where they can find you.
Sure. So the Juicy Good Life is on any social media platform. I'm most active on Facebook. But you can find me anywhere. Thejuicygoodlife.com is where you can find out information about what's going on. And Sarah Stokes otherwise is, where you can find me for personal stuff too.
Awesome. We love you, Sarah. And I'm so
Love you
honored to
back.
have you as part of our community. And thank you for the gift of your time today. I appreciate you.
Thank you for creating this for all of us.
Thank you. All right. We will be back with another Decade Dot interview soon. But until then, seek sisterhood and find joy. Thank you. Bye bye.